video is produced by the North Carolina Hybrid College Advising Corps program. Like and subscribe for more helpful videos.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's video brought to you by NC Hybrid College Advising Corps. My name is Miss AK and I'm here today with Miss Phoebe to walk you through everything you need to know about completing your North Carolina Residency Determination Service, or RDS. This process is essential for anyone looking to qualify for in-state tuition, and it's something all students should be aware of. So let's begin. Here's a quick overview of what we will be covering today. So what is RDS? The Residency Determination Service is a process used to determine a student's residency status for tuition purposes. This process helps identify if you qualify for in-state tuition rates, which are generally much lower than out-of-state rates. So that brings to why is it important? It significantly affects the cost of your education. Knowing your residency status can save you a lot of money in the long run. So who needs to apply for RDS? New students applying to colleges or universities in North Carolina, current students who may have changed their residency status, students moving to a different state or institution. If you are unsure about your residency status, it's essential to apply. You should complete your RDS first before you do your college admissions application. For example, NC Community College requires your RCN number before you can submit an admissions application. UNC system campuses ask for your RCN as part of their admissions process. And NC independent colleges and universities check your residency for NC state grant eligibility. You can find RDS in CF&C website or College for North Carolina. They have recently changed their name from Foundation to FOR. Just a little tidbit there. But many students may run into a problem here because they probably created their account back in middle school, so most of them most likely don't remember their username and password. Therefore, it's totally acceptable for you to go ahead and make an account only if you cannot retrieve your password and your login information. You must always try to do a password recovery first, since residency is tied to your CF&C account. So if you do apply to school through CF&C after completing your residency, part of the application will already be completed for you. This is what the website looks like. So what would you need to complete this process? They will ask for your social security number or other identification numbers such as ITIN. They will ask for your NC tax filings, vehicle registration, driver's license, voting registration, and other additional documents to establish residency. So here are some steps to complete this process. Step 1, log in and create your profile. Make sure that all the information you've entered is correct. Step 2, complete each section of an online interview with information listed on the previous slide. This process will be more efficient if this information is already and in front of you. Students will be asked to verify that each page information is correct before moving to the next page. Once the online form is complete, students will see a screen like this. Next, make sure that you keep your RCN number somewhere safe. Make a note, add it to your phone, or write it down somewhere just for future. Upload an additional documents that RDS requests for verification. Not everyone has to do this, so if you see this little box, then you do have to submit some required documents. In step 6, if student or family has an individual circumstance that presents challenge for this process, see reconsideration or appeal process, and we will cover this next. Now let's talk about reconsideration and appeal. Completing an RDS reconsideration only if you did not supply correct information when asked. You did not supply information when asked, such as you may have answered no to a question because you guessed or you did not want it to wait. If you miss 25 days deadline to submit your documents, as well as 10-day deadline to request an RDS appeal, last but not least, you have had a change in circumstance since completing the online interview. And for RDS appeal is for students in special circumstances who may need to provide additional information not asked of them in an online interview, or for students who prefer not to provide the information online. Students will work one-on-one with a RDS appeal specialist to review their request for residency. In some cases, you might get out-of-state decision. You've been classified as an out-of-state student or a resident for tuition purposes. This will result in higher tuition costs, just like I mentioned earlier, and limits on financial aid options. Consideration route would be a best choice if your current circumstances have changed and new evidence is available. Then go ahead and submit a consideration request. However, if you believe the decision was incorrect, then submit an appeal with supporting documents. You will have to provide evidence such as proof of NC domicile for 12 months. Those documents may include lease and utility bills. You will also have to provide financial independence such as tax returns and pay stubs, NC residency documents such as driver license and vote registration. Make sure that you submit these within 10 to 30 days of receiving your decision notice. It's good to note that by North Carolina policy, deferred action for childhood arrival or DACA recipients do not qualify for in-state tuition. When asked in RDS online interview, do not claim residency. You will receive an RCN, be determined as a non-resident, and can complete college admissions application using your RCN. Undocumented students are not eligible for in-state tuition, and this is an unfortunate reality of NC's school system. As a result, we want to encourage those students to either apply to private institutions that can supplement the financial aid package with additional discounts, as well as apply for private scholarships such as Golden Door Scholarship Program. When completing RDS, students who do not live with someone who is not their legal parent or a guardian will have to still provide their legal parents or guardians information in order to complete RDS. However, students who are homeless or use unstable housing, aka McKinney-Vinoy students, are also considered residents. You just need to select that box when the question is asked for it. More information will need to be provided at a later time. If student has an unstable address history and online interview identifies student may be non-resident, RDS alerts student that the determination is under review instead of giving a non-resident classification. Then RDS reaches out to a student by the end of next business day using the information in student's profile and works one-on-one with the student to understand the situation and identify the information which can be used to determine residency. Students with undocumented parents can still qualify as an in-state resident, though the process is a little roundabout. If a parent does not have a social security number, they can use an individual taxpayer identification number. If they do not have an ITN, choose do not wish to apply. This will automatically make your student an out-of-state resident. However, the student still can get an in-state tuition by doing what is called appeal. Make sure you do not start a reconsideration. That will make you start the entire process over. And quick little tips for smooth process. Make sure you start this process early. Do not wait until the last minute to apply. Just like we've noticed earlier, RDS can become a little time-consuming process. Therefore, give yourself time to gather documents and also give yourself that window to do an appeal or reconsideration if needs to be. Be clear and concise. Write clearly and use simple language in your application. Keep copies. Make sure you always keep a copy of your application and all supporting documents for your records. If you have any question, reach out to your school's admissions office for guidance or to your guidance counselor in your high school. Thank you for tuning in. Completing RDS is a crucial step in making sure you're eligible for the right tuition rate. So I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions or need more information, feel free to reach out to your college advisor or leave a comment below.